go, the Roommates and I Wonder Why. What a great bit of doo-wop. And as it's nice, not nice out there today, listeners, it is a bit wet, a bit rainy, but misty drizzle, so why don't you just stay in and put your feet up, have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, a chocolate biscuit, cigarette, whatever you want to do, and just sit and listen to some great tunes this afternoon. And I just want to say thanks to Val Baker for another great handover. Always nice to come in on a Wednesday lunchtime and see Val's smiling face. So what do we have for you next? That's right, a bit of rockin' country, rockabilly. This is taken from the Guitars and Cadillacs album. Yes, I'm sure you know who it is, a guy I've played a couple of times now, and I'm going to play you another one by him. This is the great Dwight Yoakam and a little track entitled I'll Be Gone.
I watched you take off your clothes and slip under the sheets, then I turned and kicked the boots off my feet. Hey, I pull you close without a word, cause there's no need to speak. Girl, beauty like yours is hard to beat. But I'll be gone in the morning, I'll be gone. Cause I'm not one for hanging on. Hey, please don't think you done something wrong. In the morning when you wake, find me gone. Just a look from those fiery eyes can all but erase the memory of any other's face. And the passion and the leash all cause me to misplace and lose all track of time without a trace. But I'll be gone in the morning, I'll be gone. Cause I'm not one for hanging on. Hey, please don't think you done something wrong. In the morning when you wake, find me gone. Shake dreams down the back fast. As I turn to leave, I know you had what so many lack. Maybe someday they'll bring me back. But I'll be gone in the morning, I'll be gone. Cause I'm not one for hanging on. Hey, please don't think, girl, you done something wrong. In the morning when you wake, you find me gone. I'll be gone in the morning, I'll be gone. Cause I'm not one for hanging on. Hey, please don't think you got something wrong. In the morning when you wake, you find me gone. In the morning when you wake, you find me gone.
Go. That was a Dwight Yoakam and I'll Be Gone. Well, listeners, we were also live on Facebook here just now, but the laptop decided it was going to do an update and blew it out the water basically, so trying to get that back on again. Hopefully it will. So what do we have? Yep, like I said, we have a track coming up now, Buddy Can You Spare a Dime. It's off the first and last live album, The Sharks album that came out in the 80s. Both sides are two different nights when they played. The A side is recorded down here, I think it's the Ritz Parent Sands, is it? Down here in Cornwall when they played down here in the 80s when I was just a little bitty cat, rockabilly cat, trying to get in on the scene and trying to make new friends and all. And I'm on that album. I can say my claim to fame is I'm on the Sharks live album in the crowd. This track from them is actually from the B side. I think it's Holland or Germany, is it? I think it's Holland where it was recorded to, but I'm sure Alan Wilson will say to me, nope, you're wrong, it was this one. So if you do, Alan, if you're listening, I'll be happy to know, but then I can check it when I get home later. So for your listening pleasure, and Val Baker, if you're listening, this one's also for you. This is that old 1930s track, live recording from the Sharks, Buddy Can You Spare a Dime.
Well, they decided to do this one on the boat. This is an old song. This is dedicated especially to Roy Williams of Nervous Records. I know he's at home listening on the radio.
He'll like this one.
Yes, he'll love this because he can remember it the first time around in the 30s, alright? It's an old song. This is called Buddy, Can You Spare a Dime? Once I had a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I had a railroad, now it's done, but it can't spare a dime. Once I had a tower to the sky, breaking river line. Once I had a tower, now it's gone, but it can't spare a dime. Once some khaki suits, boy we look swell. Yankee Doodle, for those in suits marching through hell. I was the kid with the drum. When I say, don't you remember, you called me out. It was that all the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Buddy, can you spare a dime?
That was the Sharks and Buddy, Can You Spare a Dime? How good does that sound with a slap bass behind it? That is, of course, Alan, Steve and Hodge, the original lineup of the Sharks. Guys I've come to know as friends and call friends. Such three lovely guys. But there you go. I hope Val Baker enjoyed that little version. I've got some more tracks coming up which I'm sure Val will like, i.e. the two Rolling Stones covers I have back to back, which I don't mean that's the tracks, I mean they're back to back. In other words, play one and play one straight after, just to keep them in that sort of like Rolling Stones mood, if you like the Rolling Stones. But then hey, can't knock them. They did some great rock and roll in their early days. They went off, they was doing stuff, a lot of the blues stuff that's around in America that we wouldn't get over here. So, you know, bands like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, you've got to give them credit to keep that music going. And hence, they named their band after one of Muddy Waters' songs. So there you go, there's a little bit of history there about the Rolling Stones. But that's coming up in a bit, those two Rolling Stone tracks. What do we have for you next? Oh yes, with all this great music and this great vibe going around in the studio here today on the show, I feel like doing a bit of rapping, but unfortunately, this ain't the sort of track you can do it to. It's a great little track. It's by the band the Guanabats, which I've played a couple of times on the show now. And it's off their Rough Edges, or no, I think it could be the Electric Light and Blue album, because I've got both albums on one CD, so it's either off the Rough Edges or the Electric Light and Blue album. So this is the Guanabats, and My Baby's Got Texas Eyes. Rocking today, we sure are, with a great track like that. Guanabats and Texas Eyes. Do love that track. It's I don't know, you could call it a bopper, you could call it fast roll, call it whatever you want. It's just a great track to me, and I will always love the Guanabats and Texas Eyes. I have another one coming up a bit later from them. Just looking here to see what it is. Oh yes, a great little track by the Guanabats coming up a bit later. Two Shadows, which was also done by who else covered that? Oh, I know it was the Sugar Creek Trio, so I should bring in the Sugar Creek Trio version of that a bit later on down over the weeks I should say. So, but that's to come in a bit. Two Shadows, Guanabats. I'm going to take you right back now to one of the pioneers of rockabilly. I suppose you could say he had the Elvis look, he had the Elvis move, but he didn't quite have that Elvis sound in his voice. But then some people may say, hey, he did. So that's your opinion, you're entitled to it, and I love to hear people's opinions and love to hear people's ideas on what they think the music is all about. So that's all fine by me. So here again, taking you right back to the heyday of rockabilly. And this track, I have to say, it's going to go out for Mike Beckett, Buddy DiGiorgio. Who else? All the old rockabilly cats I know that I've grown up with and that are still around. So for all of you rockabilly cats, this is Johnny Cowell and his Hot Rod and his Hot Rocks and Wild Wild Women.
Women like to have a good time. Wild wild women like to have a good time. Wild wild girlfriends like to lose their minds. Wild girls hoop and holler and yell away. Wild girls hoop and holler, they yell away. They can scream and break down, but it don't move me. Wild girls dig me, but I love a cool one. Wild girls dig me, but I love a cool one. Do go home to, well, I've had my fun. Well, I can rock and song, well, I can rock and roll. Well, I can do the bar, well, I can feel my soul. Well, I can drink the wine, they all want me mine. Yeah, now baby, oh can't you see? Yeah, baby, oh can't you see? I want a young girl, make love to me. Yeah.
wonder how.
Well, my good friends, they wonder how I may please young girls go wild. Well, just shake my hand, well, just wink my eye, well, just whisper, baby, well, just heave a sigh, well, just song, then I leave behind. Wow, wait a minute, I must confess. Wow, wait a minute, I must confess. I want to be blonde, make love my way.
Oh, you lucky listeners. How about that then? Johnny Carroll and Wild Wild Women. Such a great